everybody, and welcome to my episode 10 of my learning series of C++. Today we start right away, and yeah, let's begin. Today we are looking into some break and continue statements. We are writing the code right here on the left side, and I'm explaining it. First, we make our normal progress with the include IO stream and the main, and then we create our while loop, and in this while loop we make a count that it counts every time the loop goes around. And for the if statement, we say when it's over 10 the loop will stop. For that we put a break here, and if the count equals to 5 it should continue. That means it skips the 5. And when we run our program at the end, you can see we have no 5 here and it counted to 10. And now I quickly explain why the 5 will not be displayed when you run the console. And this is because when you run a while loop, normally it runs the whole through until this point here. But if you have a continue, it will only go to the continue, and with this it turns back and starts up here again at the start of the while loop. And for the break, we already explained it, but I say it again, it's just the end of the loop and it continues, and our continuation is the return to 0, so the end of the program. And now we continue with logical operators. We first make a little example with it, and it's like a network to log into, and we use strings for that, for the username and password, and then a little bool to say the loop yes, it's true. And then we make the part for the login that you can enter the username and the password with the do loop. And then, as you can see here, for the username, and after that for the password, and after that we have to make some accounts that we actually have some passwords and usernames to enter, and for that we make the first with an if command, and then you have to enter the username as Meyer and the password civilization, and if it's okay it will welcome you hi Sid with a nickname, and the success is true, so it will be executed. And now we have some more of these with the AND operator, and here we have another one. It is the guest account. Here is if you type guest into one of each other, it will enter you to the account, or you can access it. And then for the end, if you write something different into username or password, your login failed. And at the end you end the do while loop with a not succeed, then it will not continue. And after that, when you entered it, if you have a true, that means it continues and you're logged in and it will end. And now you might have noticed we had an error when we started the program, and that's because we have two faults. I can show you this. Here the first is when you look in the line 30, we have forgotten something here, the semicolon, and here it is because the while do loop, it has to be outside the curly brackets. So when you put them outside it should work, and now we can run it again and it should work, and then we can enter our usernames. And then at the end, because we wanted to make this code to test logical operators, I explained it quickly. We have 3 of them here in this code, and there are only 3 now for the example in my book. So it's the AND gate. When we say that like that, those are all gates. And here this is the and operator. Here we have the or operator. If it's one of them is right, it will enter you. Here both of them have to be right. And here we have the third. When it's like that, I don't know the name in English exact now, but if we have this here, it is the not gate. And if it would be true, and we have this here, it's actually false. So if you are if it's a success, the loop will stop. And if you enter the username wrong, the loop will continue and you can enter the username again. And now we look if our code even works, and now we run it. And here we try it with the username as Meyer and civilization. And here we have hey sit, and the process ended because we have a no gate here. If it's true, it will stop, and we can try it with guest. And because we have a or gate, we can just enter here, and it should work. We have to actually enter something, but welcome guest. And for the last, if we type it wrong over and over, it just continues and says your login has failed. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it or learned something, and I hope you enjoyed my new style. I made a little intro and I tried to make it more interesting for you guys. And yeah, I hope you still look my future videos or are just interested in what I do. And yeah, we'll see us in the next video. Bye.